So we're here at Nuits, and you're later going to be playing on the stage named Sound System, which is a tribute to the sound system culture, which birthed bass music in the UK. I was wondering, as an American artist, what's your personal connection to the sound system culture?
I guess like when I got into DJing, it was throwing parties and we had to, I mean, some of my friends built a sound system. I didn't really have too much of a part in that, but we would set up the sound system before every party and take it down and like kind of upgrade it all the time. And so maybe that's like, I mean, the sound system is the center of like a rave. And that was, I think what we did was like raving at that time. And so maybe that's like its own type of sound system culture, but there were sound systems.
Yeah, that's cool. So you kind of started as a event organizer.
I guess so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what were the parties that you would organize?
We were mainly doing like Detroit techno. So it was like that was kind of like what we were all into, or what like united us, is that this like interest in techno. But we would also book like house music and some kind of club music artists, but it was all like kind of American dance music focused.
Okay. And then like how did you focus on break and bass music? Like did it come later?
Like breaks were also popular in the South. Like there's a whole genre called Florida breaks, which was really popular in my hometown in Knoxville. So there was that, like I had like always grown up listening to like DJ IC. And drum and bass was also really popular. It was like definitely not the same kind of stuff that they would have played in the UK. It was like tech step was kind of the most popular thing when I was growing up, but that was also there.
Okay, good. And how does it feel for you to be playing at Nuits tonight, like on the sound system stage?
Oh, I'm excited. I mean, it looks like a great sound system, and I see people dancing, or I saw people dancing with their hands up. It looks nice.
I confirm. I think it's the best stage they have here. Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
And talking about like the UK sound and the British sound culture, you're throwing your own first event tomorrow in London. What are you trying to bring to the scene with this new event?
In some ways, it's like I wanted to have like kind of old classic stuff in every party, and also newer music. So this first one is with Yush and Monty Luke, who are kind of like, I don't know, they're not opposite ends of a spectrum, but they both play like kind of deep and psychedelic sets, which is kind of part of what I want in the parties. I think because the kind of party I like to go to, it's usually not that hype. It'll be like more deep. But also the music, like Yush plays this kind of like pushes the edges of UK based music. It's all like kind of the most abstract form of what that is. And Monty does the same, but for American style dance music, which is like techno and house and disco and like EBM. And I think like those two ends of the spectrum kind of are like how my sound kind of came about, because I was mostly interested in DJing techno, and I started putting break beats in it to set, like, because I liked drum and bass, and then it like made sense in the UK, but I don't know if I was like fully chasing the UK when I was doing it.
Okay, so like the UK just came along.
Yeah, it was like there was this label that like is called Scuffed, which was like, at the time they had released a record from my friend Marshall Applewhite, and like they also were doing kind of like I don't know, weird house and techno, and I think they started doing UK bass a little bit later, but I submitted the music to them, and then after that, I started getting inquiries from a lot of like British labels, and it all kind of like happened all at once after that.
So do you now feel more connected to the UK scene or the US? Or do they both like bring something
I think in
different?
different ways. Yeah, like I still like I feel like I still DJ like an American. Like I really value like kind of sloppy mixing, like where I don't know, there's just this like kind of like funk that Americans like to DJ. Like if you see someone from Detroit, it's like really nasty, and that's kind of what makes it good. But I think with production, I feel like probably I produce a little bit more like a British person, but I don't know. I think that was just because I listened to so much drum and bass as a kid.
Yeah, but if you heard someone playing, like it's either like an American or a British person, you without seeing them, like without knowing who's playing, would you say like you could guess their nationality?
I think if they were playing techno, like specifically with techno, like and house, there is like an American style of playing techno. That's like, I think one of the best examples of it is this DJ called Non-Compliant, where like she plays in Berlin sometimes, but like I don't know, it's like, and DJ Stingray, that's also a great example. DJ Stingray is like all over the faders and like cuts, and it's really fast. And there's this kid Max Watts who is like that to like the most extreme degree. And if you hear someone cutting like that, like, and then on the other side, like Nefati isn't British, he's European, but when he cuts, it's like super clean. Like there's no, it doesn't sound like the tracks are not off. They're all completely locked. But when Americans do it, it's always a little off. And I think we like that.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just like
it's more
sauce.
Yeah, like more deconstructed in a way, like more like harsh.
Yeah,
playing.
yeah, it feels more human. And I don't think one is better than the other, but I think like they're just different ways of playing. So I love Nefati. I'm not saying that style is bad. I'm saying it's different. Yeah.
But it's cool that you take in like both influences and you just like interpret it the way like it resonates with your project.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And about your the world renowned parties, should we expect more in the future? Or is it like a one-time thing?
Yeah, I feel like there will be more. We want to keep doing them. I think like we'll see how long I can go. I mean, it's kind of a pain to like make a lineup, but it's also worth it once the lineup is made.
What's painful about it?
I don't like asking people for things. And so when you make a lineup, you have to like ask someone to play on your party, which is something I did when I was throwing parties, but it was so painful. I like just not asking people like to do things.
I get it, but it's for a good thing. Like it's a
yeah.
booking request.
It's worth it. Yeah, I think it'll be worth it. Like if the first party is good, then I will be really motivated to keep doing it. I think it will be. Yeah.
What club is it going to be in?
It's at Color Factory.
Okay, have you already played there?
No,
okay,
I've never
first time.
played there. I've heard good things about it though.
That's cool. That's cool. And you also had a residency in Phonox.
Yes.
In January. Yes. So you do play a lot in London. Do you feel a special musical connection to this city?
Yeah, definitely. Like I feel like that's like the city where I feel like I've been accepted most. I mean, even compared to, I think Atlanta is maybe close, or maybe more in Atlanta, but I don't know. Just because I lived there. But with London, like I never felt like an outsider when I was playing there.
Yeah.
And it always is nice to be there.
And do you think it's the world capital of the finest music?
Oh yeah, I know what you're referring to. I feel like it's definitely like one of the capitals of the finer things in that context.
Yeah.
In the sense that it's like one of the central hubs of Western imperialism. which is not necessarily a good thing, but that's what it is, so it's fine.
Yeah. But I get that, like, for the music you're playing, it's very well identified place to like evolve, and I feel like London has lots of talented artists, so.
It also, I mean, what is cool about London is that it's like extremely multicultural and everyone is together. I mean, a lot of cities are a lot more segregated than London racially. Like most cities, I feel like Atlanta is like similar to London in that way, where everyone kind of lives with each other or in the same places and sees each other. So I think that leads to better parties and that leads to a richer music culture.
Okay, yeah, which makes sense. Like, and well, if you want to talk about France, like, are you inspired by the French scene, or like, do you have your eyes on any French artists?
There's this girl, Tatiana Jane, who I like. I've become friends with UR Tracks, and I like her a lot. I've always been a huge fan of Techie Latex. He's like one of my favorite DJs. And also there's this guy called Greg who I saw and really liked. I feel like there's other artists, and if I'm gonna miss one that I think is really important, so I'm sorry. And there's probably like other artists on Bandcamp that I don't know they're French, that I bought music from. But I'm sure there's like, if there are that many French artists who I know, I'm sure there are more that I don't.
But the ones that you named are like really good artists.
Okay.
But honestly, I don't know if you heard about a guy named Pouvoir.
Oh yeah.
But I would see you
That's
like
someone
collaborate
who I
with.
know. And
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, that would be a great collaboration.
Oh yeah, he's worked with ADHD, and I feel like I never like do online collaborations.
Yeah.
And I think I was supposed to work with him once, but maybe my flight was delayed, or like for some reason I couldn't get into Paris. I was like working with Alex ADHD and Pavoa, but I couldn't make it.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe next time.
Yeah.
So like whenever you collaborate with someone, it's in the studio, like in person?
It has to start that way.
Okay.
I think like, I don't like sending files. It's a huge pain in the ass, and it sucks. Like I don't like doing it. So that's the main reason.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get it. And what would be your next like dream collaboration?
I'd like to work with one of the members of Limp Bizkit.
Oh, okay, that'd be huge.
Yeah, I feel like that's my dream. They're my favorite band, and I feel like if that could happen, I would be really happy.
I would like to hear that, honestly. Should we expect more releases from you soon, or?
Yeah. I have a release coming out tomorrow.
Okay, amazing.
It's with like a very big Australian artist, but I don't think I'm allowed to say it until it comes out.
Okay.
And I have another EP coming out in the summer that I'm very excited about, and that's just a solo EP.
And I also wanted to ask you about, like, I've seen one of your posts on Instagram recently about the fact that you had some shows in the US, and you said that would be the last one where you were playing fast music.
Yeah.
Are you going to play slower music from now on, or?
Partially. I mean, I feel like I will, like, I've been making a lot of house music, and I feel like I've been in this phase of like DJing house music, and in the US, like, I think it was about the US specifically, and I mean kind of Europe in some ways, but in the US I think like I get maybe expected to play really aggressive sometimes when I don't want to. Not that house music can't be aggressive, I think it can be, but I think like, and also that tour was with Foodman, so like I was playing really fast.
Yeah.
And I think like I won't play that fast probably unless I'm on another tour like that where the shows are like that, but I just have been playing more house music. I mean, I also made a bunch of footwork recently, so I'll probably start playing that again, like within a year, whenever that's like gets released. So I haven't like given up on playing fast music. It's just like has to do with the release.
Okay, makes sense. But like, would you say it's a specific American thing, and like the European crowd does get slower music most?
Yes, yeah. Well, like you can play house music anywhere in Europe and people like it.
Yeah.
In America, like those two crowds are pretty separate. Like people who go to like bass music parties usually don't really like house music that much.
Okay, they don't mix.
Yeah, and it's weird. I mean, I think in the like full underground American scene they do, like, but in the more, if you're like playing slightly bigger venues, then in that scene they don't mix. Like the more commercial stuff, which I play a lot of commercial stuff in the US, so I have to make sure they know what I'm doing or something.
Yeah, you have to read the crowd.
Yeah.
You're a DJ. But you also play in underground parties in the US?
When I can. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I want to do more. I mean, that's like what I came up doing, and I feel like, I mean, anywhere, those are the best parties. The best parties are the ones that are thrown by people who don't care about anything else. Like, they're not jaded about anything. They don't really care about money. They just care about like their music and their own scene.
They do it for the art.
Yeah, yeah.
Which we like the true underground scene.
Yeah,
in a way.
Everybody likes that.
Yeah, that's cool. And would you say the recent club culture evolution has made it harder for slow music? Like the crowd is seeking faster and faster music?
I think so. It feels that way. It feels like everything is getting faster and faster, which is, it's fine. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like what I'm doing is some kind of rebellion against that. Like, and
it's not a statement in this way.
It's not a statement, no.
Okay.
Yeah, I've just made some house music. Okay. Yeah.
That's cool. And who do you think is going to blow up in 2026? Do you have your eyes on someone in particular?
Yeah, my friend Blake the Man 1000. This is completely outside of dance music.
Okay.
But he's a songwriter, and he just put out his first album, and he just writes incredible songs. They're like, I work with him a lot in LA, and like he also helps me with my social media. But I believe in his songwriting to a really great degree, and I think they're special. So I feel like he's starting to get this traction, and people are starting to see what he can do.
Amazing. Well, we'll be looking out for him.
Yeah, I'm sorry that's not in the dance
No, that's
world.
cool. That's cool to have different influences. That's cool. And you talked about your social media. So
yeah.
I have to ask, what makes you a world-renowned DJ?
Well, I play in a lot of countries. I feel like that's probably, if you play in a bunch of countries, you can be world renowned. I mean, you know what, actually, it's not even that. I feel like being world renowned is in your heart. If you believe you are world renowned, then you are also world renowned. That's how it is.
It's all about confidence.
Yeah.
Fake it until you make it.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
That's cool. And one last question about, well, your set tonight. You have a 2 hours set, right? What should we expect?
I think it's going to be pretty weird.
We like that.
Like, I've just been trying to see how like far I can push it. So I have like, I don't know what else to say about it. There will be a lot of this new house music stuff that I've been making, and like some kind of like non-dance music stuff that I like, that I figured out will work, or maybe it won't work. I like some of this stuff. I just want to see what it looks like when I play it out, And if like I have a big crowd, so I can expose them to the track and see if it like works on them or if they hate it. Yeah.
Will be the test.
Yeah.
But I'm sure the crowd will be responsive.
Yeah, I hope so. I
Yeah.
mean, that's like the fun part of getting to play in front of a big crowd is like playing stuff that you really don't know if it's gonna work. Like, I feel like that's when I have the most fun, when I'm taking that kind of risk, I guess.
That's cool, experimenting.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, we're excited to hear you.
Oh, thank you.
And thank
Yeah.
you for your time and for the interview.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, thanks for
Thank you
having
so
me.
much.